I'd like to talk to you about random acts of kindness. Caring kids reaching out to other kids in our community. The remainder of the Adopt a Child program in Tarkio had 8 kids left for their Christmas Adopt a Child. My idea was to take our local 4-H club and the FACS class from the high school and coordinate so that we could adopt the last 8 children on the Adopt a Child program. Basically, this is a way to make a difference in a child's life at Christmas. The purpose is to provide myself and others a group setting to display random acts of kindness to kids less fortunate. It also enables us to work in a group-like setting, to work under pressure, to experience different ways to solve problems, to address conflict in our community, and the social interaction between different social classes of the high school kids and the adults within the community. The specific purpose of this is to engage with the 4-H club and the high school FACS class to adopt children on Adopt a Child at the local community agency. The reason why this has arose is because there are so many children in our community that their parents are laid off, and so this holiday season there's more children that are at need. My solution to this is to challenge our local 4-H club and our high school FACS class to adopt the last 8 kids. What we did was to solicit the community to donate toys, clothing, and accessories and necessities for these 8 children. We also solicited the local businesses to provide the wrapping so that we could wrap each one of these presents. Christmas is a time for giving for many children. It is for receiving too. Can you imagine as a child waking up on Christmas morning and not even having one gift? As a mother of 4 children, it melts my heart to watch them open their presents and get the things that they have on their list. I have not always been this fortunate to be able to provide for my kids. My kids have been children on this list. Today I would like to talk about the Adopt a Child program in my community and the number of children to be left to be adopted. I would like to explain to you several reasons why I chose this and why I chose the 4-H club and the local high school FACS class to facilitate this project into a success. I would also like to take a look back at the efforts involved, not just me personally, but the agency, the high school, the community, to make a child's dream come true for Christmas. Let's start by getting familiar with the adopted child at the local community services. The local community services adopts anywhere between 75 and 120 children a year whose parents cannot financially provide a decent Christmas for their children. Between October 15th and December 1st, any parent living in the community can sign their child up to be on the Adopt a Child tree. They provide a list that's personalized to the child's wants and needs. After the closing date, these children are placed on a list. Their names are not given, but their ages, sex, gender, and what they would like is put on a list. And people within the community adopt them. Churches adopt them. Many families make it a tradition to adopt at least one child off the tree. But there's always children who don't get adopted. This year there was 8. The demand and the time crunch to make the difference in 8 children's lives is what we were faced with. I was given the list of the sizes, the ages, and the wants on the 30th of November. I was also given a deadline to have these presents back by December 9th, all bought and all wrapped. So I decided I would present my challenge to the 4-H club and the FACS class. I spoke with the high school teacher with an amazing response. So now let's let the fun begin, making this service project come together in 8 days. My decision to incorporate the service project with the high school and the 4-H club is my strong belief that if you want kids to reach out and be empathetic to others throughout their life, you have to start where they are still being molded into adults. So that's why I chose the FACS class at our local high school. And choosing the 4-H was just the right thing to do. And it's right in line with their pledge and mission. The 4-H leader contacted me, and her reason, she felt like that they could help with this because they have service learning projects that they have to do, and they have the finances to do it. Based on the students and teachers curriculum that focuses on the mission that service learning is a teaching strategy that connects classroom curriculum with service projects. Service learning engages students in projects that serve the community while building social, civic, and academic skills. The local 4-H club was looking for someone to initiate a service learning project, and this fit right into their mission statement. The Missouri 4-H Center for Youth Development is driven to create an environment in which young people are valued, contributing members of their community. The 4-H pledge goes as follows. I pledge my head to clearer thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health to better living for my club, my community, my country, and my world. My second contact was the high school FACS class instructor. This class focuses on making a difference in the community. Weekly, you can read about this class doing different service projects within the community, whether they are in the lives of the children and the elderly, such as picking up trash, raking leaves for the disabled, shopping for the homebound, and free daycare for school activities so parents can be involved. This class also encompasses a wide range of social, economical statuses, and is pretty equally divided between men and women. The ages range in this class from high school freshmen to seniors. Behind the scenes, we look at what it took to make a child's Christmas happen because of the children and the adults that reached out to make this happen. Let me elaborate. We wrapped it up literally. What literally was the greatest part, watching the teens come together to take pride in each package that they wrapped for each child, and then the delivery. First things first, a shopping day was immediately set up with the local 4-H kids. They had funds and they each shopped with an adult for a child. The high school FACS class displayed a flyer to each one of the churches in the community of each one of the kids. Each church got a different kid so that each child was being focused on by a church community. Once the shopping was done, now we had to do something a little special. We had the local merchants. They all donated supplies to wrap each package with love. The FACS class and the youth and the 4-H wrapped each child. And finally, the packages were delivered by the deadline to the community service agency. There were several older youth that even volunteered at the agency to help deliver packages to the families. In conclusion, the Adopt a Child program in the community is a good thing. Using the local 4-H club in the FACS class was based on engaging students in projects that serves their communities while building social, civic, and academic skills. And finally, I'd like to remind you to look back at the compassion and the empathy displayed by the youth. This comes from our examples. So if you can give this Christmas season, whether it be at your local food pantry, by adopting a child from a local agency, or by shoveling an elderly person or disabled person's walk, go ahead and just do it. Make a difference. It may seem like a small act of random kindness, but it may be life-altering to the persons whose life you have touched. I would like to share with you a picture of the youth that helped the high school FACS class and the tree with some of the presents around it. I would also like to share with you the 4-H logo of our 4-H, and it says 4-H is a community of young people across America who are learning leadership, citizenship, and life skills. And random acts of kindness are definitely life skills. Thank you.